Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mike from LA1 here. Welcome back. And if you can't hear right now, it is raining outside. We are getting hit with a mini storm here, but it's not as bad as it was in the Bay Area, so I'm glad we got it out of there. And this is actually my thoughts on the NCAA National Championship game debacle video. And let me just say this. The game was phenomenal. In the first half, it ended in a tie, which I think that was the first time it ever happened in life. To show how much what happens when you follow ESPN on Twitter. Okay. But then the second half begins. Where do I begin? Well, for one thing, the refs were awful. Yeah, they missed calls on Duke and even on Wisconsin, which we'll get to that in a little while. But this basketball game was back and forth. Was pretty much back and forth, which was phenomenal. But then the final 9 minutes happens. The refs blew it. The refs blew it. They had an out-of-bounds call, and one of the Duke players had the basketball. The ball was on his middle finger, and they said it was still Duke ball. And they even went on the instant replay, and they blew the call. I mean, it was on a Duke player. It should have been Wisconsin ball. Are you beeping kidding me? So because of that, you took a bunch of good kids from Wisconsin who thought they're going to win the national championship, and the refs snatched it away. And I'm not surprised that kids in Wisconsin, the little kids are crying because of that call. This was a great game and the refs ruined it. Don't get me wrong, Duke has a good program. I could see a future Laker in that group with Okafor, but knowing Kupchak, I would be okay with either Okafor or Towns. So, I'm happy with either or. As long as you get a new point guard to replace Steve Nash. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big Jordan Clarkson guy, but he's not ready yet. We need time for him to develop. But we can all agree Jordan Clarkson's going to be a huge star. So, in my opinion, the wrong team won. Don't get me wrong, it's been 5 years since Duke last won a title, but Wisconsin has waited a long time. I am super pissed that the refs were the big outcome of this game with a blown call like that. And let me just say this. If Mr. Emmerich, the president of the NCAA, if he actually listened to the fans, those refs will never ref a basketball game again. Hell, here's a better idea. Send them to NIT. Referee the NIT games. That way they're out of the national spotlight. And I feel awful for Wisconsin. They had the game won, and they got taken away. But I'm not complaining that Duke won. As long as it's not Kentucky, I'll be happy. And I think I can speak for everyone in the nation, especially the Louisville fans, that we can thank Wisconsin for beating them. And once again, I would like to live that again for Wisconsin. I think I speak for the whole nation when we say thank you for that. Wisconsin beat Kentucky, which I thought my pick was sort of for the national title, by the way, was actually kind of reasonable. My pick was Arizona, because if anybody was going to beat them, it was Arizona, but Wisconsin beat them. And I was like, okay, they're going 40-0, I'm convinced. But then, out of nowhere, Wisconsin beats Kentucky. Okay, NCAA, if you're planning to fill out your schedules, let's have a rematch in the regular season between Wisconsin and Kentucky. Let's see if Kentucky can get some sort of retribution. As long as it's in Madison, Wisconsin. If it's in Kentucky, I'm going to be feeling bad for the players that are going to get booed out of the building in Lexington. Alright guys, I'm going to get to the NXT video. So thank you guys for listening to this mini rant, and I'll see you later.